Alright, just doing a relaxing trip. Do some external contract. Yeah, sure went. Oh wait, I was trying to get back to Rotterdam, wasn't I? Yeah, something, I don't know. Last time I played this was a Christmas event. Yeah, let's take that one. Okay, so where am I at? Okay, I don't have to drive too far. A TV show I want to get back to watching is King of the Hill. It's been such a long time since I watched it. I have some of them on DVD and then some on digital on iTunes, but last I checked, they took it off of iTunes for whatever reason. Oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to turn left. Yeah, up here. Yeah, and some people say that the later seasons aren't as good as the earlier ones. I think it's all equally good. Some episodes not so much, but that's far and few between. It was awesome when Netflix had Third Rock from the Sun. Everything was organized properly, and then once it moved on to Amazon Prime, oh, good golly, that was such a mess. Some of the description of the episodes would be wrong, and oh, it was just a complete mess. Some titles would be wrong, and then season 5 back then there was only one episode, and then they finally fixed it. And I can't even say that I've watched all of the episodes because of Amazon Prime's mess up there. And because of Netflix, I have also watched The Office there. I should probably get it on DVD at some point because it's gonna go off of Netflix at some point. And I've watched the first season of Park and Recreation. I was just trying to find the time to watch all these TV shows again. Just so busy with a lot of things. It'd be interesting if they did a reboot of King of the Hill, but it probably would have to be from the perspective of Bobby Hill. Make it time passing on. It really did suck that Dee Dee and Good Hank just disappeared after a while by the end of the show. But what if they rebooted Dilbert? Oh, that'd probably be the worst idea with 2020 being so chaotic with politics and garbage like that. But I want to see like all the wacky, zany ideas that Dilbert and the gang would get themselves into, and the pointy-haired boss. I checked the board game store again, and the price for Settler of Catan expansion pack that was $30 or $40. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was 30. And well, the Tickets to Ride expansion and other ones, well, they vary. One was like around $114. It just feels like too much, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Access and Allies is, yeah, definitely over 100. Oh, no. Uh, Probably even 150, maybe. But that has a whole lot of stuff in there. I wish it was way cheaper. Like A board game shouldn't really cost over 50 bucks, but if it acts as an allies, well, yeah, it's reasonable. I just wish they weren't charging an arm and a leg. The only problem I have is that I have some board games that I don't really have anyone to play them with. Oh no. Okay, just barely saved that. I really want to get American Truck Simulator at some point. I should get it soon before it eventually goes up in price when they add the other places. If they do that. I don't know. I'm really wanting to get into Temp 10. I'll have to wait on that. I also want to try out Nexomon. Like, can you still believe the people defending Sword and Shield? Just ridiculous. People should really put Game Freak on the blacklist for not to buy games from. Even Little Town Hero did not do that well. And I heard that the final boss was just complete garbage. Random elements, way too many of that. And they took the top priority away for that. What a joke. I really hope there's a Nintendo Direct in March sometime. Because I really don't want to make the prediction that, and this could even happen, that we probably won't be hearing anything until E3. But I'd have to say I doubt that. There's no way that they would go this long without a Direct. It's been 6 months since September. And it is crazy how we never got a full Nintendo Direct. Starting off with Pokemon was a joke. It just revealed how greedy Game Freak is. And a lot of people are mistaking that, oh, it's Nintendo doing all this shady stuff. Well, no, it's Game Freak. Nintendo only owns 1/3 of the company. I also want to play the coin game. Just go back to that arcade feeling. Like the good old days. And the arcade that we have, it's very small, and there's some games there that are similar to that. But we also have a Luigi Mansion arcade. I really need to play that one. Would I ever consider a trucking job? No, I would not. Plus, I need hearing aids because I have hearing loss. I do not want to be on the road for so many hours at a time. I'd rather just do farming, but I can't go back to the farm to do that because there's too much risk and it's just worst possible place. Too far away to go anywhere. And it's too much of a gamble to just do the farming there. Even though it'd be better than what's out here. That or go back to cabinetry. But unfortunately, the company went belly up, or went under. Yeah, it really sucks that a few of the jobs that I've done before have either went out of business or transitioned to a different rebranded. I haven't been to the movies in so long. The next movie I want to see is Sonic the Hedgehog. And there's just one person who wanted to see Birds of Prey, and I kept saying, go see the Sonic movie. Well, turns out I was right. I hate that a lot of these movies are just rebooting wokeness, which is just garbage. Probably a good thing too because I forgot to even come out. and flop. And then he tried to blame Sonic being homophobic and crap like that. At the end of the tunnel. Okay. Is that all good? So what was the last movie that I watched at the theater, if I can even remember that? Which I believe I do. I think it was The Grinch, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because that one was in 3D, and I really liked it. It was good. No fart jokes that I recall. Absolutely none. But the rap, oh, that was terrible, but it was only there for like 5 seconds and it was out of there. But I just wish it wasn't there. I wish I had a Sega Genesis growing up. I mainly had the Nintendo handhelds growing up. I had the Game Boy with Pokemon Red being the first game bought, and then I think a family friend gave me Super Mario Land, gave my brother something, I don't know. If it was Solar Striker or Dead Heat Scramble, one of them, or maybe even none, I don't know. I don't recall. I remember with this one driving game, had a bunch of big squares. I just can't remember the name of it. I remember playing that one a lot. And I also remember getting Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color, and my brother got Wario Land 3, and it didn't work with the Game Boy, of course, and we had to return it, and I never got to play it, actually. Both of them, sadly. I got to watch the movie Klaus in February, and I really liked the movie. It's that movie that looks 3D, but it's actually 2D. And a lot of people are comparing that one to Emperor's New Groove. And I can see the similarities. That definitely should have won a nominee award instead of Toy Story 4. Oh gosh, that movie did not need to exist. That movie, it just exists for money. And the one doll just looks like a complete copy of Slappy from Goosebumps. Toy Story was just fine with the trilogy. And I do recall like people saying that Bo Peep was a feminist, or the Toy Story 4 went woke. It didn't go woke. It was kind of back and forth with that, and yeah, I did not like that ending. No spoilers here. At least Frozen 2 didn't win. Definitely not a fan of woke Disney doing its woke remake. That's just basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Devalues the original movies. Especially The Lion King, which didn't add anything to it other than longer runtime, which it didn't need. Okay, I should probably fill up gas. You gotta be kidding me. I could fill up in the next station. I want to collect some Blu-rays for Studio Ghibli films. And there was talk of DVD having more features than Blu-rays. Well, I checked the animes and Studio Ghibli, and all the features are on the Blu-ray. But they're probably referring to actual movies, which I could see. And then they're also talking about the 4K Blu-rays having some features and then the rest on Blu-ray. It's really dumb. Done it that way just to pay more for something stupid. I don't even see 4K being worth to invest at this point. Even if I have a 4K. Oh, crap. Even if I have a 4K player and a 4K TV, I need like the proper cable to actually display it. And honestly, Blu-ray is good enough for me. I don't know about you. I need to buy that Monster collection on DVD. Oh, no. Oh, no, I missed the turn. I can get back on there. Yeah, there's one episode on my Monster Digital Season 2 where the audio was out of sync. and I need to actually watch that episode again properly if I can get my hands on that DVD. It was really fun when I could rip my DVDs to the hard drive and play them on the PlayStation 3. But the only problem with that is I could only really put TV shows on there with the FAT32 format. And if you try to put a movie on that's more than 5 gigabytes, it will not allow you to do that because I don't know whatever reason they did that. It was really dumb. But I didn't have any converter to make it smaller, so I just left it. I really want to watch some Dilbert again. Watching the Avengers back in 2012 was a fun time, which also leaves me with friends that I no longer have contact with because we went our own separate ways. I don't talk to any of them that I watched the Avengers with, well, except for one. But like trying to keep up with all the superhero movies, it's just there's too much time to invest in that. And I'm not even gonna watch Captain Marvel. That's a joke. Toxic femininity there. Womansplaining. Mary Sue. Superhero movies are overrated. I was never really a comic person. And I picked up some Archie comics years ago, and then I didn't care to collect them anymore. And I could just fill up here. I just wish that they made more creative movies or more independent like movies, just something that's not the norm, like superhero movies or robot movie or mainstream. There's something not woke, just a movie without politics. Unless you're talking about a war movie, then well, yeah, go ahead. Not the identity politics crap. Nobody wants to hear identity politics and pronouns and crap. That's just garbage. Waste of time. It's only two genders. And let's not get political. A lot of people say that Boyhood was kind of overrated, overhyped, or whatever. I like the movie. It's a bit long. I think it was either 2.5 or possibly 3 hours. It's been a while since I watched it. And there was another one, an independent movie I watched. I can't remember. Like, I want to see more movies like Her, where it just talks about how technology can impact people's lives, but it's not an apocalypse where the robots take over. Even that's cliched. I really like that movie. And it seemed like a really cool world to be in until you realize that the technology has made it grasp people into addiction. I definitely need to see Joker. I missed it when it came out in theaters. I just didn't have enough time and money at the time. That's definitely one I need to get on Blu-ray. I honestly couldn't care less for streaming all the content I want, because then at some point Netflix is going to take it away, like they did with Third Rock from the Sun. It is annoying how Amazon Prime does not have the TV show as one list, and you can just go into the seasons itself when each season is a different category itself. It's just so dumb. And the thing is, you cannot buy Third Rock from the Sun digitally, you can only buy it physically. And that was the oddest thing of iTunes. I saw the Drew Carey show on iTunes, and that was like $40 for season 1. That is way overpriced, and only season 1 is on there. And your best bet is to find it on DVD somewhere. And the other thing about streaming I don't like is the possibility that it's been altered, censored, or current year garbage. Being in a small city sucks. Not a lot of people to interact with. I really wish I could just actually play some board games sometime. There's this one that we had at the farm. It was the Aggie game, the agricultural game. Don't know the full title of that one. Such an old one that we have it in a tube. And we don't even have the original pieces. If some of them are that they're the ones that actually came with it, but there's like a dog that looks like it actually came from there. And then we actually had farm set animals that we just used for the other players. It had spring, summer, fall, winter, and you had to go through all of that for 1 year. And then I don't know if you could do like multiple years or just. We usually done it just the 1 year around. It's a really fun game. And then winter has the worst thing ever. One of the spots was the worker got hurt and you have to pay $30,000, but you can bypass that if you have a workers' comp card. And that always helps if you land on there during winter. And then there is a modern spiritual successor board game, the farming game. I was so close to playing that one, and I'm so mad. I could have been playing either Tickets to Ride or Settlers of Catan. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Tickets to Ride. Another round of that, but the chance I could have been able to play the farming game. Oh no. I hate how school doesn't teach you any relevant stuff. It just expects you to remember everything and nothing's useful. They don't teach you how to do taxes, but they teach you accounting. That was only up until grade 8. At least for me. That or grade 9. A lot of people believe that college is a scam. I have the tendency to believe that. Aside from doctor, surgeon, stuff that really needs it. The diploma is a paperweight. I applied at 2 different fast food places 3 separate times. and never got on fast food. It was so dumb. I couldn't get on any fast food, and I find that as a blessing. I once worked at a meat packing plant, and oh, that was just terrible. Fast paced environment, lots of people. Ugh, not the experience I want to go back to. And then I applied to 30 different grocery stores back then. Not a single one. And then sometime later, I applied to a grocery store, and they said back in 2011 or 12 that they wanted more diverse people working in their store. Basically, no white people. So stupid. Politics, identity politics before the people who actually want to work. It really sucks having to pay $80 for a video game. Most of my Switch games that I bought, I just bought it secondhand. The only one I actually did buy full price was Smash Ultimate, and I got the Piranha Plant character, which was the only reason I bought it at full price, and it was worth it anyways. But I do feel that some of the single player content is kind of lacking from Smash 4. But that's just me. Says there's so many games that I want to get, but they're so expensive. I want to get Super Mario Maker 2, but that's $80. At least I can get a good 64 stages up. Yeah, I think it was 32 was the cap, and then they updated it to 64. So many stars away. Well, to get to 40, I believe I'm at 37 stars. I just wish I could get more stars so I could make more stages. I only need 13 stars, I believe, to unlock it. The cap of 10 to 20 on the Wii U, but nobody's going to play that version. I wonder if anyone is actually still streaming that game. I never check on Amazon Prime or Twitch. I never even go on Twitch. I don't care for like live streams and whatnot. Yeah, it really sucked my original idea for super expert level was taken down because it wasn't popular enough. And I was really beginning to feel that when I was making just a easy level just to commemorate, well, the last level before Meaver shut down. That was taken down because it wasn't popular enough. Ugh, that was so depressing. Well, we're just about at our destination. The thought of having to meet new people is always so terrifying. It feels really easy or easier as a teenager, but like once life goes on and you're just getting older, it just feels harder to talk to new people because you just gotta unlock that special topic, that one thing that will make things easier. It's always so nerve-wracking meeting new people. I really want to look into VR games and even VR chat. But I could play VR chat anytime I want since it's free to download on Steam. Just that little bit of road to discover on the map. Ah, the OCD is striking in. It'd be cool to interact with the weird people there. Have some fun. Do some role playing. Ooh. I hate how they patched out going through the lights while having the space bar. But now it's more realistic. Oh yeah, there's even videos on YouTube where they have the in-cab view of the truck, and it looks like, oh, it's just another Euro Truck Simulator gameplay. No, it's a real deal. All right, we are in Brement, Bremer. We're in some town. Where are we at exactly? Bremen. No, don't completely stop. Okay, let's go with, where do you need it? I want all the experience points. Okay, that trailer is in the gate. Go. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit annoying just to get this in there. Hopefully I can swing by there. I don't think I can. Well, technically, I got through. Barely. This is gonna be annoying to get in. Okay, get all the way over here. Oh gosh, I could not do this for an entire trip. Oh, that would be too nauseating. Oh, stop, stop! Too fast. Okay, everything's going well. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, halfway there to level 13. Well, that's enough for this road trip. Now I'm headed out. Goodbye.